Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Zebra Nation Plays Football Manager 2017. We're still in the beta version. We're still playing with Lansing United, our create a club here in the MLS. As you can see here, not a real MLS team if you're unfamiliar. If you didn't watch any of my previous videos, we took the new expansion Minnesota team and we've made it into my local club, which is Lansing United. Take a look. I'm so used to going to the competitions, but I have no competitions because I'm not actually in the MLS until next season. So we've played many friendlies here. Last month we were 4-0, so that's good. We got one more friendly coming up, which we're going to look at here. Orlando City, which is an MLS team. So that'll be a good barometer of seeing where we're at as a team, as a franchise, as an organization. There's been some changes here and there on that front. Take a look at our transfer history. We finally were able to bring in Jason Hickman, the youngster from our academy. He's a pretty good player for being only 18 years old. He's got a lot of potential. Problem is he's a left wing, and we've got a ton of left wingers. So, I'd like to move some of those guys around and either change their position or get them out of town, but it's not happening. Nobody's really wanting to trade with me right now. We can look at speaking of trades, we can look at our trades. We made another interesting and important trade right here. We traded our 4th round pick for Max Diskrud, formerly of NYCFC, and he's a great player, you know. He's only 25 years old. He's 4.5-star player. He's like the dude, honestly. He's not as strong as we'd like as a midfielder, but he's got so many other skills that, yeah, he's going to be one of our main midfielders. We're kind of weak in the midfield positions, so that really strengthens our team up. Speaking of that, we'll take a look at our team. We've got Nick back at goalkeeper. Clute, we tried to make a trade for him full time, but Portland wanted our 1st round pick. I don't know that I want to give that up. I can't draft a player as good as Clute, but I have Brovsky here, who plays that position naturally. So, I don't know. I don't want to give up too much to get Clute if I've got Brovsky. You know, I can play with Brovsky just fine. We got right now. We're still not settled at central defense. Got a young defender, Brent Coleman here, 25 years old. Damian Lowe is as you can see, he's a lone player, so we got to figure out what to do about his position. Justin Davis at left back is pretty good. There's Diskrud. I'm never gonna call him that, honestly. There's just no point in calling him that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set his nickname, and his nickname is going to be Mr. Mixelplix, because oops, sorry, I misspelled that. Don't want to misspell it. There we go, Mr. Mixelplix. Is it L-Y or Y-L? I think it's Y-L. Mixelplix. Yeah, that looks better. Mr. Mixelplix, because that's what I'm going to call him, whether I rename him that or not. So we're just going to rename him so that everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. And I spelled it M-I-X because that's how he spells his name. So he's going to be our advanced playmaker. Ibsen here, 32-year-old Brazilian. He's going to be our deep line playmaker for the time being. He's staying steady there at 4 stars, so that's good, but we're going to need to replace him real soon. Danny Cruz at winger. We've got a new guy we're trying out here, 24-year-old German, Marcos Alvarez. He's pretty good. He's another young player. We're looking for young players. Again, he's not, physically he's not great, but, we'll do what we can with him while we've got him. Mr. Lang is back. He's been dropping steadily. I think all of our attempts to trade him have kind of bummed him out, so he's not training quite as hard as he should be. Target man Christian Ramirez, 24 years old. He's okay. He's tall and strong, good finishing. So hopefully he can play that target man role well. And brought in a few other guys here. Some guys I recognize. Chris Manella from Toronto FC. I remember him when I played Toronto FC way back in the day. Zach Pfeffer. He's another youngster that I think I drafted him for Toronto FC, or maybe just picked him up, traded for him. I don't know. Somehow I got this dude for Toronto FC in FM16, and he was a solid player for me. So I'm bringing him in on trial just to see if he's good in this version of the game. And that's about it. We're a little thin at striker. Got Stefano here. He's normally a left wing, but we got too many of those, so he's going to be playing our backup striker. That's pretty much our team right there. We've got our formation here, the skipping man formation, I guess we're calling it, because it looks like two little legs here skipping, and there's his body and his arms. Anyway, that's our formation right there, more commonly known as something else, I'm sure. We're going to call it the skipping man formation. So let's move on. Okay, submit the team. Teams are warming up for the match. So we went to Orlando for this match because they were giving us a pretty good price. And we wanted to play against some MLS teams just to get our match. Oh, look at this. We're playing basically the same formation, except they've got two defensive midfielders and we got two central midfielders. So that'll be an interesting matchup. They've got Kaká, Baptista. They're not playing. What's his name? There's a Canadian striker that was like the #1 pick in the MLS draft last season. I forgot his name already. But they're not playing him, so I wonder. Let's see, is he on their team even? Rivas Shea. No, I know this was a real dude because I saw him in a game last season. And I'm pretty sure it was for Orlando. So I don't know why he wouldn't be on the team right now unless he's already got traded or transferred to somebody better. I don't know. Alright, so let's go. Let's start the match. Here we are. Ooh, Orlando's got like a dome-ish kind of situation going on here. They didn't have that in 2016. So they're in the purples. We're in our reds. I don't know why we're not in our away blue and white jerseys. We've only played those once. Like the reds are supposed to be our special uniform, but we've played in those twice now. And our white and blue stripes only once, so I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. Alvarez, ooh, almost a good pass. So that was good getting back on defense. I like that. Nice steal by Ibsen. Good counterattack here. Cruz, yeah. Meh. That's why, wingers are good setup guys, but they're not great finishers typically. Although Lang is pretty good. Or not pretty good, he's okay, I should say. 11 finishing, Cruz, 7 finishing. So, I do miss my strikers. Whoops, what does this say? I got some advice here. We should encourage our players to play more long balls. Okay. More direct passing, alright. Fine and dandy. Julio Baptista to Kaká. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not good. There's another deflection goal. That happens quite a bit in this version. Right off the goalkeeper, right through his hands, basically. So this goes to our trade that we made in the beginning of the season where we got rid of our best goalkeeper. But I think that'll pay off in the long run. Might not be a good idea short run, but Justin Davis might have suffered a damaged foot. Who is Justin Davis? He's our left back. That's no good. We're thin at left back right now. We gotta play Brovsky there out of position. Well, no, we don't. Because Klute is a natural left or right. So we'll bring him in there. And then we can bring in Brovsky. Alright. Let me take a look at Brovsky real quick. Yeah. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Get out of there. Alright. So injury and a goal down is no good. Waiting for the next highlight. This isn't looking positive. Time is flying here. We're going to have to figure out something else to do in the second half. Okay. This might be friendly, but I still expect better from that. Alright, let's look at our instructions. So once we went to the direct passing, it wasn't really working that much. Honestly, let's be more disciplined. Let's stay like this. Let's stay the course for now. Alright, people, let's see what we can do here. We let one goal through. Oh, that was terrible. Alright, Klute, let's see what you got. Ibsen Alvarez on the run. Mr. Mixelflix. Ooh, that's an aggressive pass. No good. Alvarez, come on, buddy. Make something happen. 1-on-5. Just sort of boots it out of bounds. They really must be closing down on Lang. He hasn't hardly touched the ball. Yellow card. Coleman, no good. Alright, let's check out these instructions here. Let's see what happens if we try to slow it down a little bit, try to generate some offense. Try to take control of the match. I think that would be good. Maybe. 60 minutes, everybody's still pretty sharp, so that's okay. Alvarez is getting a little tired. Uh-oh, now they get a highlight. Be nice to get a steal here. They're going backwards here, but our defense is just not doing it, honestly. Still have back end issues to figure out. Still have striker issues to figure out. I think our midfield is pretty solid, but we got issues at either side of either end of the pitch. Like, look at that. Defender's out of position there. Ooh, get there. Okay. Quite a good crowd here in the stands for a friendly, anyway. Alright, so we got 2 guys to substitute here. Coleman with his yellow card. Get him out of there, bring in Thiago. And Ramirez. We'll bring in Stefano. Poacher, I suppose. I gotta do something about the instructions here. We gotta get more aggressive in attack. Take that off of there. Just see if getting more attack oriented might do it. Gonna need to replace Alvarez as well. Let's bring in our new man, Pfeffer. Hossen Pfeffer. I think he's he's attacking midfielder. That's good. He's better at support though, so there we go. See if he can get in there and make a play. I still don't like it that they don't show you the new man. I don't want to see the old man. I want to see who gets replaced, or who the replacement is, and how he does. Don't like this box here. It's making me angry. $84 minutes gone. We got issues here. We got problems. Let's replace our wings. This is what I like to do in the preseason. I like to give everybody a shot. Blake. Mixelblick. Manella for Ibsen. Make him. He's a defensive central midfielder. It's good. What's Blake? Is he? No, he's the opposite. He's an attacking central midfielder. So those two, they work well together. So that's good. A good reserve combination to have. We have replaced just about our whole lineup. I would sub for Clute, but we don't have another sub for him. So this looks like it's going to go down as a 1-0 loss. So sad for us, but we're not too far away from Major League level. So that's good. Oops, I didn't even pay attention to what I said there. Mr. Mixelblick's not a great day. 6.8 rating. Nothing of value, honestly. Donovan, player of the match. Good for him. I'll leave the match. So there you go. There we are, a couple of months in now. The MLS season has started, or at least their preseason has started. So we should be able to get a few more games against MLS teams in the coming weeks, and that'll be fun for us, fun for them, fun for you. But in the meantime, we'll just say bye.